Hello. Happy Friday. Woo woo. It's Friday. It's Friday. I am ecstatic to do tonight's live. We are going to do a part two of last night, sort of. Say hi in the comments if you're here. And we're going to now take last night we went through a blog and we got Claude or whichever AI is your favorite. Claude's mine for copywriting. We got Claude to create, I think we did over 80 pieces of content with one blog. So that was pretty phenomenal, especially when we originally heard from Gary Vee several years ago, take your long form content, turn it into 30 pieces of social media. I would say with AI, now that we can turn it into 80 pieces of social media, we're doing really good. So, hi, Ginger. I was going to call you Ginger. Hi, Jelly Bean. Your, your name says Ginger, so that's why I always say that. Okay. Hi, Jelly Bean. Hi, everyone. Uh, my new word is ecstatic, so get your drinks ready. Trying not to say excited so much anymore. We'll see how that goes. Okay. I want to choose a blog. Want to choose a blog. Oops. Oh, actually, who wants to see a preview of the Yellow Muse? Ginger works too. Who wants to see a preview of the Yellow Muse? We just got it up live today, and I'm so ecstatic to share it with everyone. So let's flip through it real quick and just ooh and ah at all the beautiful artwork. The Yellow Muse is a daily challenge that I do on LinkedIn. It started out in our Discord group with just a small collective of people that wanted a daily challenge to keep up on their AI art and keep their skills um, up to date. Keep practicing, keep working on expanding their AI art skills and their prompting skills. And so this year, or well, towards the end of last year, we changed the challenge from being just in the Discord group, which is the small handful of us, to being on LinkedIn, open to anyone. So the posts are made on my personal LinkedIn profile every day at 6 a.m. Pacific time, so 9 a.m. Eastern. And you can go and see what the prompt is for the day, the theme is for the day, create your image, put it in the comments. And each month there'll be a monthly zine. It's a quick online version of a magazine featuring your best work from the month. So for our first month, it will include the end of December and all of January, since we started late December. This is the first issue, and I am just think it turned out so beautiful with everyone's artwork. The cover art is by me. We all voted on which art it should be, and everyone really liked this particular piece as the cover. I really do as well. She's so striking. And the theme for this was chip on her shoulder. And if you look closely, her neck piece, and you'll see it later in the issue, is made out of gold ruffled potato chips. So I'm not going to go through slow. You can go and read it on my website. It's under blog and then Yellow Muse. But I just want to flip through and see everyone's artwork. This is Vesica, and she just creates the most phenomenal out of the box artwork. She always thinks of something so different, so fun, so unique. I think her artwork is always so unique, and it's filled with history, rich history. I really love her. This was her chip on her shoulder. I really love her work. So varied and but always so rich and has a lot of depth. So beautiful. And now we're going to get to Marisol. Okay, I have to give you a warning. Warning, 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 trigger alert, trigger alert. This is going to be spooky. Jilly Bean has bourbon ready. You might need it for this. We're going to flip through. Oh, and we're scared. Her work is so thought-provoking and beautiful and rich in color. Oh, the colors just blow my mind. I love that couch potato. And then we get to Linda. Linda creates these beautiful, surreal worlds that are filled with pastel, dreamy dreams. Like you would want to be in any of the dreams that Linda creates in her imagery. And Al is one of our newer members. He's the only male member in our resident artists. He's the only male member in our Discord. He is amazing and fabulous. He has a wife and kids, and he is just so respectful and sweet and kind and supportive of all the ladies in the group. And that's why we let Al in. His work is just incredible. I'm always so delighted by his images and surprised by what he thinks of for the images. It's never anything that I would have expected. Cut the mustard. Who remembers those commercials from television?
You think your Santa's bigger? The Santa's a print. Mine real presents. This is my holiday, not yours.
Keeping up with the Joneses.
Shut the front door. You scared the crap out of me.
And now we have Nagawa. Nagawa is a UK artist, originally from, oh my goodness. Does it say in her bio? It doesn't. She's a UK artist. She makes the most beautiful, colorful imagery. Her style is so distinct. You always recognize it. It's really phenomenal. Beautiful. And Julia is the founder of the creator of Brainerd, which is a playful brain character that reminds you to take care of your brain. It's one of the best characters I've ever seen. He teaches you so many valuable tips and tricks. Her art is so fun, whimsical, dramatic, cool, contemporary. I just really love it. Play in the sunshine. She picked frogs. That's fantastic. The froggies love the sunshine. There's her character, Brainerd, riding the elephant. And Harriet is from, oh my gosh, my brain is having a moment. And she doesn't say where she's. I am surprised people didn't say where they're from in their bios, but neither did I. So I guess that's how we are. She is from a Nordic country, but I can't remember which one now because my brain is fried on Friday. Fried on Friday. I like that. Fried on Friday. Her work is always soft and subtle and sweet and poetic. I just really like her AI art. Catch 22. That wallpaper would give me the heebie jeebies if it was on my wall and it came to life like that. Amanda Wooden. She's inspired to Spitfire on LinkedIn. So if you ever see that name, that is who she is. Jilly Bean says, if is it cannibalism if a potato eats a potato chip? I think so. I think that's the definition of cannibalism. Tara's here. Tara, hi. Hi, hi, hi. I'm so excited you made it to a live. I mean, I'm ecstatic. Drink. Oh, Flory, I'm sorry you lost sound. Can everyone else hear me? Oh, she's back in. Good, good. Amanda's work is so striking and vivid. And she comes up with really great ideas too. Jilly Bean's already getting drunk from the game. If you're wondering what the game is, watch episode 1. Quick Hitch Chapel, weddings and instant annulments in 24 hours. Express unhitch. Just married for now. I do, I don't. I love that. The theme was temporarily married. She got so many great elements in this one image. And now we have Flory. Oh, Tara. Okay, who can hear me and who can't? Maybe refresh, Tara? Oh, but she's not going to know. Let me put in the chat. Try refresh if you lose sound. Let's see if that works. Flory is such a sweet woman. She is an amazing artist. She is so incredibly smart and witty. All of these ladies are so smart and wonderful. I feel so lucky that they're all in my vicinity and work with me all the time. Oh, Jilly Bean had to close YouTube and restart to get sound again. That is so odd. I don't know what YouTube is doing to me lately. Wouldn't let me share a couple nights. Now tonight it doesn't want to hear me talk. Here's some of Flory's work. I love the tomatoes. Tomato chandeliers, tomato slice chandeliers, and the lettuce picture frames. So good. Yay. Hi, Tara. Catch 22. So fun. And then me. My art's last. I always put me last. I want to feature everybody up front. Here's some of my art. Yeah, the potato furniture was great in that one. Catch-22. Here are my chip on their shoulder ladies with their golden potato chips. And clean round the bend. I know that clean round the bend means usually like, coming around the bend hot, or you came all the way around the bend, clean round the bend. But I wanted to take it and make it literal. And so we're cleaning round the bend of the laundromat. Oh yeah, I want that striped dress too. I want this yellow dress too. Surprise, surprise. Okay, so that's our fun edition. I just had to share that. Super fun. Okay, let's go to the blogs. Now, yesterday we talked about how important it is to have a blog on your site because it drives traffic to your site regularly. It also creates great SEO and AEO, and it's a great source for content for your social media. So, yes, I agree, Jilly Bean. Incredible talent in that booklet, and their images, everything is just beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. So last night we worked with an artist's work-life balance to create 80 plus pieces of content. Tonight, or no, we used the 3 a.m. panic scroll. That's right. Let's tonight use I think I want to use Will Artists Be Replaced by AI? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take each image in here. Now, when I do a blog, first thing I do is once I post a blog, publish it, first thing I do is go to the blog page, and then I pin each of the images. If you're in the Chrome browser, your little Pinterest button will pop up right over the image, and you can pin it to whichever board you'd like. You can choose the drop down here and then either search for the board or scroll and pick the board that you want. So I've done that with this blog already. But now what I want to do is a horizontal image isn't as ideal on Pinterest. They love vertical images. So now what I want to do is take these vertical images from this blog and put them into Canva and make them have little standout quotes that will draw people to read the blog. So first thing I'm going to do is select all. Oh. Select all. And I'm going to copy that. It's okay if it gets all this other stuff on your page. Claude won't mind. Now, if I switch to Claude, are you guys seeing Claude? No. Okay. Let me switch. Let me switch. Okay, you're going to see a million of me. Get prepared. Here we are. Okay. Hi, Jessica. Welcome, welcome. Okay, so I'm going to copy paste this. I'm going to go to social media post for the Yellow Studio. And then I'm going to paste this in. And I'm going to ask, please give me, now let's see how many images I have. I have 1, 2, 3 images. Okay. 3 standout quotes from this blog that I can use on top of the images to create Pinterest pins to drive traffic to this blog. I'll put that in the chat if you guys want to use it as well. Okay, it gives me AI can paint a picture, but it won't be that exact moment when you're visiting Paris and looked out over the Seine and painting a plein air painting. Okay, these are too long. These are far too long. We need short, quick call outs. Okay, these are better. AI won't replace your artistic touch. It won't. It actually will improve it, in my opinion, being both a traditional artist and an AI artist. Hand artistry is becoming more valuable, not less. I completely believe in that 1000%. I believe the more AI art we make, the more hand artistry will move up in rank, especially people that are good at hand artistry, traditional art. AI frees up time for creativity. Yes, it does. It gives us that business side of things so we can get back to doing the things we love. So I'm going to take those three and I'm going to go to Canva and I'm going to get a Pinterest pin. I'm going to go to social media and I'm going to say Pinterest pin. Now I'm going to go to my blog folder. This is actually from the end of last year. And I have 3 images, so I'm going to upload those. I like to keep my stuff in folders now. I didn't for a very long time, and so I have, I don't know, hundreds, thousands of images in Canva that are completely unsorted. You can search for them by tags, but not all of them are named. So anyway, I like to go and upload them here to the Yellow Studio. Now, if you tap on the image, it'll put it in the scene here. And then we can adjust it to be bigger, smaller, etc. But the fun thing is if you click and drag the image into the scene and hold, it will fill the scene automatically. And then you can double click and adjust where you want the framing to be. So that looks like really nice framing. Now for the text, we want it to be, I want it super simple. You could go with something more fancy, more fun, but I think the simpler the better for these captions because we want them to really stand out. We want people to click. I'm going to make it white so it shows up better. And I'm going to put it up here. I'm going to give it an effect, a little lift. There we go. So you can see it even better. So this looks really nice. AI won't replace your artistic touch. And then I'm going to add a subheading. And now this is going to be my CTA. Read more. Will artists be replaced by AI? Was that my full title? Yeah. Just wanted to make sure. And now I'm going to make this, oops, I want the whole thing to be left justified. And I'm going to make it smaller to fit. And I do not care for Canva's line spacing, so I always tighten that up a little bit more. And I think we're going to give this a little box. What's nice is once I set this up, then we'll be able to use it for all the rest of them. So even though this is taking me a little bit of time here, we're just getting it set up so that the other two and any we make after this are much quicker. Now I don't like this color for my brand. I want to use a brand color. I think I'll use blue in this case. And then I'm going to make it a little bit transparent. And these are all just, design things you learn by trial and error. You just play and keep trying until you get what you want. Now, the cool thing on Pinterest is that when I upload this to Pinterest, and we'll do that, we're going to make these 3 and then upload them. When I upload it to Pinterest, it's going to give me the opportunity to put in the link. We're going to link straight to the blog. And what's great is all the person has to do is tap the image, and instead of the image opening bigger, it's going to link straight to the blog. So now I'm going to just copy this by hitting the little plus here in between the trash and the lock. And now I have a second one. So I'm going to go back to my uploads, and I'm going to pick another image, and I'm going to send it to the back. You can do that by clicking position, and you can say to the back, or you can go to layers and drag her to the back. But for this case, I'm going to just say to the back. Oh, but we don't want her to be there. So let's click that and take that one off. Okay. So now we need our next quote. How are you guys doing so far? Does it all make sense somewhat? Let's see how you're doing over there. Hopefully everyone's okay. Now I don't want this text to be too much smaller than it is, so I'm going to try to find a place that I like it. I might even change the color to stand out more. Let's see what another color looks like. Oh, darker is not better. So, yeah. White's going to be our best bet. I could put another block back here, but I think when you're on Pinterest and you're so close up to your phone, I think it's going to be fine and pretty legible. Oh, good, Tara. I'm so glad. Tara says, learning so much. Thank you. So glad. So, and then we can leave this exactly the same. I could change the color of this blue, but I think it looks quite nice with this particular image also. So I'm happy with that. So I'm going to hit the duplicate page again. And this time I'm just going to remove her picture so I don't have to fuss with that. I'm going to put her to the back again. So she's behind that blue block. And now we're going to take our third quote, and you could use Claude, you could use ChatGPT, you could use Perplexity, you could use, what other AI is there? Lots. So many AIs. You could use whatever AI makes sense for you. Whatever one you use normally is the one I would say to use, because then it makes it easy and fast because you already know what you're doing. And I'm just playing around with the shape and size of this. Yeah, I could just move her to the side a little and this to the side a little. I like that better. Okay. And then for this one, I'm going to change the color. Let's try the orange or the pink. I like the orange. So now these are still both in my brand colors, this blue and orange. And I previously put those in Canva. If you want to know where that is, you can go here in Canva and go to oh, where is it? Thought it used to be right at the top. Oh, brand. It is right at the top. It just says new, so I was ignoring it. So in here, you can click on brand and put in your logo, your color scheme, and etc. Or you can choose other colors and fonts and things based on what they offer. So we've got that. Okay, so we've got our 3 pins. I'm really excited. These look really nice, really professional. I mean, I'm ecstatic. Drink, Jill. These look good. So now I'm going to say up here, I'm just going to title these because I'm a stickler for titling my images so I can find them later. I'll say, will artists be replaced by AI? Pinterest pins. Oops, pins. And I'm going to download these as PNG. That's the suggested way to download them. That keeps your image quality intact. But if you need them to be smaller, you could download them as JPEGs. You could download the whole thing as a PDF, SVG, a video. We could make this into a flipping video. But for now, we're just going to do images. So I'm going to save them as PNGs. I'm going to say the standard size is fine, but you can, if you have a premium account with Canva, you can upscale these to be larger. I'm going to just do one since it's just going to go on Pinterest. Hi, Beth. Welcome, welcome. Okay, so I'm going to download. And now I have those. And we're going to go to Pinterest. And I'm going to say, I'm logged into my Pinterest account. I'm going to go here and say create. And I'm going to say a pin. So now, oh, I don't need this. This was a duplicate from before. Okay. So now I'm going to go here. And in my downloads, I have the zip file of those PNGs. I don't need the zip file. I've got these. And now I'm going to upload these one at a time. I'm going to copy the link on top of my blog. And here I'm going to say, will artists be replaced by AI? I'm going to have Claude write me a quick description. Make them SEO friendly. We want it to help people find our pins when they're searching for things. Okay, so now we have that. I'm just going to copy paste that in here. I'm going to add a link. I'm going to go back and copy that since I copy pasted the description. I'm going to choose a board. So I'm going to put these on my Yellow Studio board, but you could put them on whatever board makes sense for you. Now you can put in tags. So we can look for AI, which I don't think they have it, but they might have artificial intelligence. So we're going to put that. We're going to put artists. And actually, I'm just going to say artist. Singular. I'm going to say digital artist, contemporary artist, watercolor artist. They only give you so many, but Any that makes sense for who your demographic is good to put in here. And maybe yours aren't artists. Maybe they're something else. Okay, so then I also want to say entrepreneur. It's not really quotes. Okay, let's say art business. Art education works. Okay, so those are going to be our tags. We don't have a product we're attaching, but if we had a product, we could. And this all looks great. And now we're going to just do this 2 more times. I'm going to hit publish. And I'm going to drag the next one in. And you can see how after you do the first one, it gets a lot quicker. And copy, paste, copy my link, and paste. Search for some tags, artist, 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 business ideas. Oh, that's a good one. I don't think they have print on demand. Yeah. And entrepreneur quotes. Oh, that's right. They have art education. Okay. So I'm going to hit publish. And you kind of learn them the more often you're doing these, but I haven't done them for a little while, so I forget what they have. You know, it's not easy to memorize all the things you do, of course, but when you're doing them, this is why batching is so good. If you create everything in a batch, like if I were doing this, I would alone without an audience, I would have chosen probably 10 blogs to do all in a batch. And then I would have created all the images first, then created all of the descriptions, and then uploaded them all. So it was like step by step by step, like a manufacturing process. I'm going to put in tags again. I think a comic artist might be interested. And then we'll say art education. Oh, I remembered this time. And we're going to hit publish. And it is as simple as that. Now I have these 3 pins. Now, something to know about Pinterest is a long game. It's not quick like other social media where you'll probably get views right in the moment. Although I have gotten them within like 5 minutes of posting a pin. But the best thing about Pinterest is that it's evergreen. So when you pin on Pinterest, these images are going to live here forever and ever. And when someone searches out, will AI replace artists? My pins are likely to come up. It's likely there aren't that many other pins in this genre. And they're able to come up for years. There's no time limit on when the information is relevant. In Pinterest eyes, in their eyes, as long as it follows the search term and it's something that's deemed to be relevant based on the description and the title and the link that it goes to, then it's going to push it out. So now let's go look and see what those pins look like. We're going to go down Yellow Studio. Just want to check on you guys. Oh, it said 30 days to expire because I had made another pin, and as you're creating pins, it saves a draft automatically every so many minutes. And so if you haven't posted it yet, let's say you're creating pins and you step away to make dinner or do something, and you come back and you're like, oh shoot, I was making pins. It's going to be saved there as a draft, and they keep them drafts for 30 days. So, but then once you pin it, it's all good. So it's just the draft that's saved for 30 days. Let's look for my yellow studio board. It'll be at the bottom. Oh, close to the bottom. Here it is. And there are our 3 pins. Now, can you see how much more valuable these pins are compared to my horizontal images that I pinned straight from the blogs? These are so tiny in comparison. These are nice long pins, and they have information on them as opposed to just being an image someone might click on based on the title and the image. Now we've got text saying, hey, this is what this is about. And as you can see, when I click on the image, it's going to take me, it's different than on the phone. Okay, on the phone, it takes you straight to the blog. Straight to the blog. On the computer, it opened it up. But so it takes me to the blog, and here I am, and it will drive now traffic being on Pinterest. We can visit site for all of them. Now, if someone were to be on their computer, on their desktop or laptop, then they click it here, they can still visit site here. Or they can repin it to read later. I do that often. I'll see someone's blog pin, think, oh, I want to read that later when I have a moment. And I have a little collection of them that I go back and read. Oh, thanks, Beth. Beth says, I'm so amazed by you. That's very sweet. It's 30 plus years of learning a million different skills and tasks and things. But yeah, this collection looks really nice. I really like it. I'll probably use it in other ways on other social medias. Another great thing is I could take this and turn it into a video by placing transitions between each one, and let's say apply to all pages. You just hover over down here and the little transition thing comes up. I chose dissolve. And so now we could see what that looks like as a video. It doesn't have a lot of animation, but it's pretty nice. It's something that would at least flash in the feed. In fact, I'm going to add this to the feed. Let's do that while we're here. So now this time, instead of PNG, I'm going to say MP4 video. And I'm going to download. There are lots of really cute animations you can add. You can make the text animate. You can add little stock animations like little sparkles or different things happening in the video. I can show you that sometime on a live for sure. It's definitely on my list to play with Canva and show some more fun things that it does. So now we're going to go to my video, and I'm going to go back to Pinterest, and I'm going to click this big plus sign down here, and it says create a pin or add a section, and I'm going to create a pin, and now I'm going to drag my video into there. And I'm going to use the same description and title and link. And, this is just to get people's attention even a little bit better than it might have as an image. Okay, and I'm going to hit publish on that. And then we're going to go see the magic. Let's go back. This time we'll search for the board. Since I have so many boards, I think this is the right one. Yeah, grow. And now you can see this fourth one here is going to be our video. Oops, I kind of messed with it by hovering over it. But so as people are viewing, I might have made that a little bit quicker. They're pretty slow. I think, did I stop it? I might have stopped it by clicking in there. Yeah. But, you know, too flashy will make people, what I notice is if a video in my feed on Pinterest is really flashy, I kind of scroll away from it and get it out of my view. So one like this might actually be kind of inviting for many people because they don't want that like flashy imagery happening while they're looking at the other pins around it. So it just kind of grabs your attention. You know, you're looking at all these pins, you're seeing what you want to pin or seeing what interests you, and you see this one over here slowly grabbing your attention. Hey, check me out. So that's what I wanted to show you tonight. I'm wondering if you have any questions. There's a million of me. Oh, there we go. I am back. Canva would be awesome. Oh, Canva help. Yes. Yes. I'll definitely do some Canva lives. There's a bunch of cool new stuff that Canva does, but there's also a bunch of cool stuff that they have just always done. And I think it's really helpful for marketing, for small businesses and for artists, because even though we're artists and we could go into Photoshop and make these beautiful, elaborate graphics or images, some of us can, and some of us are all the way traditional artists where we don't have that experience, or maybe we're AI artists and we don't have that graphic design experience. And so that's where Canva steps in. And even as a graphic designer of over 30 years, I still love for my marketing to just go into Canva and make some quick images that I can share and put out there and get people coming to my website. It also takes away that a lot of that like procrastination through perfectionism. I think that procrastination oftentimes comes from perfectionism because we're trying to make the thing be really perfect and we aren't able to finish it and move forward a lot of times because we're like, no, it's not quite right yet. And as you can see, it doesn't have to be perfect. It just needs to be done. So done is better than perfect. It's a great motto. Beth says, so cool. I'll have to go back and watch the beginning. Oh, great. Yeah, so fun. We went through Yellow Muse at the beginning. So that was really fun to see everyone's art real quick. I just flipped through it very quickly. Well, that was wonderful. I'm ecstatic that you all joined me. It's my new word. So true about perfectionism. YouTube Live also helps with perfectionism. It does. It does. You know, here I am. I'm live. My head's a little shiny tonight. Oh well. It's what happens. You know, it's life. Beth says mine are perfect. Oh, Beth, you're silly. It's just our own critiquing of our own selves. I am guarantee you that I don't think mine are perfect. But I am getting better at them and I will continue to get better at them, and I'm having fun doing them with all of you. So that's the most important part, because my promise to myself this year doing these lives is that it would be fun and it would be something that brought me joy and brought you education and joy as well. So if you missed the Bloom Smurf the other night, check out the making toys out of your selfies. That was super fun. And I'll see you on Monday. Have a great weekend. Mwah! Love you all.